In this video, I want to talk about preventing glass from getting stained, with particular reference to high-rise buildings, to curtain walls, to facades, glass facades. How can we prevent glass staining in these building situations? But it must be the objective to prevent any alkaline substances to come in touch with the glass. And it must be the objective to minimize prolonged exposure to water. How can that be done? Well, it comes down basically to three items. One is prevention, the other one is protection, and the third one is cleaning, that is regular cleaning. Let's talk about them one by one. Prevention. What do we want to prevent? Well, we want to prevent any water that is strongly alkaline to get in touch with the glass. That water usually comes from the top of the building where concreting is still being conducted or carried on, and that water runs down on the side of the building and reaches the glass below, which will immediately start the corrosion process. So somehow this has to be prevented. How can that be done? Well, firstly, all trades need to be educated to understand that concrete and glass do not go together very well. Concrete produces lime, lime corrodes and destroys the glass. So everybody has to be on board with preventing water to run off from the concrete onto the glass somehow. That's an education process. The second way is to actually erect some warning signs on the slabs up above to warn the people that water running off from here will cause damage further down. And thirdly, what can be done? Well, and sometimes it is possible to actually put up water barriers, temporary barriers that will prevent the water from actually running down, especially when it rains. So much for prevention. What about protection? Well, protection is usually in the form of spray-on or paint-on foams or coatings. Mechanical damage on the inside of the glass is often prevented by spraying on a thick foam-like substance to protect the glass. This may be possible on the outside as well. Otherwise, there are hydrophobic coatings that can be applied in the manufacturing process. They are nano coatings that seem to be a little bit more effective but also more expensive, that prevent the water, even though it can reach the glass, it will not stay on the glass. It will run off immediately and hence protect it in such a fashion. And thirdly, there is regular cleaning. Now, why is that helpful? Doesn't that mean more water on the glass? Regular cleaning is helpful because it takes off any contamination that is sitting on top of the glass. If there's dirt or grime on the glass, it will actually promote adherence of water. Water, even in small quantities, will stay on the glass for longer and will accelerate the corrosion process. Hence, taking off any debris, any contamination, any grime from the glass as soon as possible promotes runoff, fast runoff of the water, and hence less corrosion. These are just some possibilities on how to prevent or at least significantly reduce staining on glass facades. None of them are ideal, but they may just give you some ideas of things to try to at least minimize the staining. In our next video, I want to talk about how Glass Restore Australia removes staining. If it has occurred, if the glass is already damaged, how can you get rid of the staining? That's what we do, and that's what I would like to explain in the next video.